Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video where today we'll return with round 7, I think, round 7, sorry, of the LCR F122 season, where today we're here back ready for my home Grand Prix, and probably the home Grand Prix for most of the people on this grid. We're here at Silverstone this weekend. Currently, there was actually a break week last week. It was kind of last minute announced ready for the series. So we're back this week out. Still sat P12 overall in the championship standings. There's 7 points, I think. 1 point behind King Liam, who is also here tonight, if I'm not mistaken. And then 7 points behind Line Violet and also my teammate LCR Ben, who apparently is not here this evening. So we've got to try and just continue doing what we're doing. Hopefully we can try and bring ourselves, a few more points. Very, very low attendance this week. I don't know why we're missing so many people. But if it's going to give me a chance to score again, hopefully we can do so. Like I mentioned in a couple of other videos, on the new sim rig now. So got to still try and get used to the pedals. They do feel definitely very, very different on F122. So tonight is going to be as much about learning as it's going to be trying to hopefully score a couple of points as well. Oh, well, at least it's not raining. It looks like we're going to get a clear weekend. That is good to see here from the Silverstone circuit. I have got a setup. Now, of course, apparently I can't load my setup. That was very, very weird. Obviously, now I've got proper pedals, I am able to try and be a bit more flexible with things. Still not quite there, able to run quite as aggressive setups as a lot of people. That is going to take a few weeks to slowly learn. But I feel like we're getting there or thereabouts at the moment. Going to go out there nice and early on here in qualifying. My brake pedal is so incredibly stiff now. I'm really hoping I don't lock up and hit someone in the race. First lap then, here we go. Going to be very, very difficult. Back end really does like to get loose and lively around Silverstone. It's all about just trying to get as much top end speed as you can and hanging on through the twisty bits there is going to be so careful you don't invalidate through turn 1. Well, a bit of a mistake through the second half for that. Mel there instantly down into the 126s because he's incredibly quick out of the final corner. 27.9 puts us a few tenths away from where I wanted to be, but not bad for a first run. Of course, the other fascinating thing about Silverstone when it comes to F1 League racing, of course, depending on who you're racing with, but the gaps can be so close around this venue. We're still inside the top 10 at the moment, which I'm actually very, very happy with. But only about another 3 tenths will give us another handful of places. So it really is just like fine margins and getting that one lap absolutely down to a T. And again, making sure I don't cut turn 1. Final corner, that's been a much better lap there. 27.3 puts us P3 at the moment then, so definitely getting more and more comfortable with the car. We have actually got to hurry on and get right round to the pit lane. Less than 6 minutes left of the session, but I mean, yeah, this is just the thing. Now I've got pedals, I can feel what the car's doing underneath me. I mean, that lap did feel very, very good, but it just feels like I can get closer to that limit again. Right, well, like I said, that last lap was pretty damn good by my standards, so if we're able to find any more time, I will be very, very impressed. But round in the final corner then, let's go for it. One more qualifying lap here around Silverstone. Can we try and find any more time? Even if we just find half a tenth or so, it might protect us from other cars improving behind. Well, lap got a little bit ragged in the second half, but I may as well just giving it absolutely everything I possibly could. They're out in the final corner. It really was just a one-lap wonder, wasn't it? Jackster there, able to go P2, not far behind Mel, I think, on the time that he previously set, but 27.3 I will absolutely take there at the end of qualifying. Look at that, so little time between them as we're right on board then with Mel. On his final lap, I would absolutely take starting P4 here. That is by far and away my best qualifying lap of the season. There we go then, having a look at the final qualifying times. And it was Sauber that dealt the last blow there, able to get down to a 26.6. Fantastic lap time there, goes quicker than Mel and Jackstar. Probably going to watch those top three sail off into the sunset, but behind them we have got such a scrap from really ourselves all the way down to Maffio in P10. Let's do this thing though, here from Silverstone. Can I try and get my best result of the season? Well, looks like basically everyone then, up at least in the front half of the field, is starting on a set of hard compound tyres, then looking to go to the mediums later on in the day. It's just often the way you want to do things on F1 22. However, this is going to be my first launch on F1 on these pedals, so we'll see how this one goes there. I've done 2 races today, one on Gran Turismo, one on iRacing. Both of them I finished 4th, less than a 10th off the podium. In many ways I hope that's not 3 times today, but if I could get P4 in LCR I would be very, very happy as well. There is Mel weaving his way around the other cars in front, just trying to get some temperature into the tyres as everyone there tries to line up on the grid. Just take it nice and easy. There we go, pretty much perfect then on the lineup. Let's do this thing. Focus up on the start. Wheel spin there. Whoa, a couple of cars got mega runs down in towards turn 1. That was close. That was close through the first corner. They had to jump off the circuit slightly just to avoid the Haas, who I think now is the same car that's going back up the inside through the next corner. Catastrophic understeer through the loop, as yeah, really has not been the start we would have wanted to this race. Someone's gone round further back. I think that might be Dynamo Dan. But we've made it for you. Very least there through the launch. Like I said, we have definitely lost a couple of places, but that'll have to do. There is Joseph up into P3. Where's he come from? I've only just noticed that in the Ferrari. Of course, one of my big championship rivals. Straight up onto the podium places then, so he's had a mega start here. But of course, it is, you know, going to be a very, very long race. I've got Jack in the McLaren as well, just behind me, is trying to pick up a warning too early on either. Penalties are definitely going to be a thing in this race today, so if we can try to avoid one, that would be rather nice there. Really just got to try and get everything up to temperature, working as it should be there. As you can already see, top 2, but still a mega championship battle going on between Sora and Mel. Already pulling free at the front. Joseph will desperately, I'm sure, be trying to hang on to the DRS, as I think that's crowding door. And Jack just behind us having a bit of a ding-dong. Let's get our way through the final chicane. Desperately still need to try and work out how this car handles in race trim, and need to do it rather quickly. Going to get dive down through the loop. Have to give him the room on the inside, but should be able to get the power down around the outside there. Just so I sneak back through. I'm sure he'll get the run though down the straight. I mean, crowding door is so fast. Just very, very inconsistent. Did of course win the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, if I remember correctly, a couple of weeks ago. And yeah, we're basically just slipped down to where we probably should have been at the end of qualifying. Love that. That's annoying. First one, so you say in iRacing. First incident of the day. But I think early on we've just got to try and make sure that we stay inside the DRSs. Looks like Jack's gone round. So that relieves some of the pressure behind us. We will just about still be within the range, but we're now outside of the 1 second. There we go. Slap us already then with a 3-second penalty. Just goes to show how easy it is to do around this venue, as we're already really losing time there. Joseph though, oh, there's contact between the Ferrari and the Mercedes. And Joseph's now going to slip back a whole lot closer to me again. Like I said, one of my big championship rivals, so if we could outfinish him, that would be quite important. Looks like the second Red Bull, and I think that's Jackstar, isn't it? Have now broken free slightly as well. I'm sure crowding door, I will probably be able to stick close to them, as we've just got to keep doing our thing. But yeah, definitely it does still feel quite weird on these pedals. It is definitely going to take a bit of time to get used to it, and by a bit of time I don't mean just this race. Whoa! Oh! 3 cars have gone! What is that? No, I mean, that's really unfortunate for all 3 of those drivers there, as suddenly now, Slapbus, Joseph and I are all battling out for a podium in this race. We will absolutely take the freebies. I was saying that battle was looking super aggressive early on here, but now the tables are really turned, and suddenly, I mean, Slapbus of course got penalty, so as long as those cars don't close back in, which they most definitely will at some point, this does us 3 some really big favours. Oh, here goes Joseph around the outside of Slapbus. Can't quite make it work that time around. That was all suddenly very last moment, but yeah, we're just trying to sit back at the moment, save some battery, save some IRacing. There's a 5-second gap now back to Jackstar. So of course we'll be looking to try and close that down over the next few. I'm also just trying to make sure that I keep Mafio at bay as well. Try and keep him out of the 1 second range for as long as possible. Oh, that's really stupid. That's on 2 warnings. So we can't get away with any more of those this afternoon. Like I said at the start, incidents will definitely come into this. I don't know whether Mafio got within the range that time round as well or not. I think we've still just got to sit back at the moment, see how things unfold, but definitely struggling a bit more in the dirty air. I want to say Mafio got the DRS that time and Slapbus again there. Looks like to run very, very wide, then cuts in rather aggressively into the corners. You know, you think if Joseph's got the nose there, that's going to end up being quite a nasty accident. But for now, we're keeping it clean, we're keeping it tidy. Jackstar's already taken half a second out of us though. Here we go, Joseph again, around the outside of Slapbus as there's more yellow flags out behind us. Looks like Liam's gone. Yeah, Joseph's just not able to do anything at the moment. Seems like the Haas is able just to keep him at bay. So now we've got the Aston Martin closing back in, as that is not going to do me any favours. Little snap of oversteer there. Then we have to use plenty of battery as we head back down towards turn 1. Just to make sure I stay inside the DRS range. They're putting it into 7th gear temporarily, just to try and actually get the back end tucked in through turn 1. But luckily again, we're within the range, but why? Why? There was never an opportunity to go down the inside there. He's just turned me around and just driven off. Love that. Guess now what we've got to do is just sit behind Jackstar and try to close back up. Trying to manage my ERS as best as possible as well at the moment, but oh, that's so stupid. Just ran half a tyre's width wide, not even that I don't think, and that's going to be a 3-second penalty then. So frustrating early on. Got to get to the pit stop, got to get on those mediums and see what happens later on in the afternoon, but yeah, very, very frustrating early on here. Team on us at the end of this lap though. We'll see what everyone else says. It might be worth just hanging out 1 or 2 more. I think we've probably just got to box whenever Jackstar does, to be honest. Just try and keep using that DRS. He's not taking much time out of the cars in front, but he's definitely still closing in a tiny bit. Jackstar staying out. Slapbus the only one of us in then. That's quite interesting. So everyone else opts to stay out just a bit longer. Now it's going to be Joseph trying to defend from Mafia. I wonder if he's going to unleash another touring car move. Power warning light has just flashed up. I think we've got to box this lap anyway. Right, into pits then at the end of 14. Just over half distance achieved on this set of tyres there, as Mafio and Joseph both going to peel in. Oh, way too early on the initial braking there, but we do get the car slowed down into the pit lane. Rather do it too early than too late. But yeah, oh, why Sims pit? Sims, mate, why? I was hoping he'd pit the end of last lap, just in case there, but he's definitely going to lose out some time because of all this. I think I'm just going to be able to hold up Joseph and Mafio in the process here. As, oh, we're going to have to wait for the hassle, I think. Come on, clean, tidy, stop. Yes! Don't know how we've got away with that, but we have, as I think we have gained a little bit of time on the pair of them there. Here comes Slapbuster. Of course, he should re-emerge in front of this group. The question will be by how much. It's just nice and easy on pit exit. Cold tyres, everything like that. Let's get the throttle down, as, yeah, looks like Matthew's definitely lost a bit of time. We're going to try and close in on him again. Alright, where are we going to come out then relative to the Aston Martin? There is Jackstar. Is he out ahead? Oh, he's actually out a long way ahead, so no idea how he's gained that much on me. But yeah, we've really lost out then in all of this. Couldn't quite maintain or get the tyres up to temperature, sorry, last lap. He might just get back within the range. Of course, he tries to build up temperature in his tyres. Of course, he'll have the DRS this time round. We've got to get back within the range if we want any chance here. There we go. Jackstar's inside the DRS range then of Matthew in front of him, so this should bring us both a bit closer. Saw a new fast lap of the day, but Mel did pit later. So if he can get back within that range, he might be able to apply a lot of pressure to the Red Bull still. It feels like those two, the exception of Imola, have had a late race battle in every single racer as Jackstar picks up a penalty as well. So this battle is not done yet. Sorry, no, not Jackstar. Dynamo down behind me even. Another new personal best, but we've got to try and stay close. There goes Jackstar down the inside. I don't think Matthew's putting up too much of a defence. Just going to try and slot in behind. That might allow me just to get a little bit closer to the pair of them still. Which it does. Again, I've just got to try and stay within the range at the moment. I'm sure now Matthew will want Jackstar to drag him along as well. See everyone behind me picking up 3-second time penalties by the looks of it. Oh, another warning. Only got 2 more of those again. It looks like Matthew desperately trying to break free out of my DRS there, as he now picks up a penalty as well. So clearly starting to struggle perhaps a little bit more. So now if we get past him, it will be for position again, as he's just hanging on inside the 1 second behind his teammate. If he loses that, as long as we're still here, we've got a bit of free time potentially to try and take out of him. Damn it. Thought if I ran that wide I might get away with it, but apparently not. I've only got 1 more of those again. Just how quickly things can change around Silverstone. Come on. Oh, Matthew there again runs a little bit wide. We've got 6 laps to go. I'm wondering if Joseph or I think it's Slapbus, isn't it, have got penalty as well. Well, suddenly again then, this has become a 5-car battle for the final podium place. Slapbus still hanging on to it at the moment, but like I said, I don't know whether who's got penalties still. I know Jackstar doesn't. I don't know whether Joseph doesn't or whether Slapbus doesn't as well. There's Matthew. Every time he's just trying to have a look through that corner, but not really getting enough of the car alongside. He's taking a really weird line through there. I wondered if for a couple of laps he was just trying to break me out of the DRS by braking super late into the first part. But it does seem to just be his line. Not a very good line in my personal opinion, but maybe that's just because he turned me earlier on. We have closed back up, we've pushed hard, but there's still a long way to go. 4 more laps here from Silverstone. We've just, I think, now got to wait and try and position ourselves to be in the right place at the right time. Got to be so careful of that, as Matthew again runs wide. Jackstar, I think, was going to be trying to line up, as this time around, of course, the Haas might just have picked up some DRS from the lapped car. Oh, I would love not being able to see where the apex is. Lap cars, I don't know why. He's disconnected, he's even quit, hasn't he? Why is it still just tootling around? That's basically ruined any chance I've got, but I'll keep on pushing anyway. Try and claim it on the road, I guess. I think 3 wide down that back straight now, Jackstar. Just again hanging back for now, but Joseph and Slapbus still from wheel to wheel at the moment. Matthew there and myself both braking a tiny bit late. It'd be nice to know, again, whether that Ferrari or Haas had any penalties, and if so, how many. You never know who we might still need to battle with to the line. 3 laps to go here from Silverstone. Oh, there we go, Matthew up 6 seconds. That's why you've got to keep on pushing. Even if we just jump the Aston Martin, it'll be worth it. Oh, Jackstar does the old up and under on Joseph that time round. Don't know whether he's got round him. Oh, there's contact. Jackstar forced out Matthew as well. It's going to be very, very slow off the corner, and poor Jackstar just wrong place at the wrong time there. Very, very aggressive racing late on in the day. 2 laps to go now. We are now back up into P6. I mean, I'm under no doubt about it. Jackstar will get back past me thanks to the penalties, but yeah, just close wheel-to-wheel racing late on in the day. I'm just hoping the Aston Martin doesn't get in the way of me trying to battle with his teammate. Of course, he's more than within his right to, but yeah, we'll wait and see. Oh, way too much curb tyre wear warning lights flashed up as well. We have already taken way too much out of these tyres late on in the afternoon, but I got no idea what ERS everyone else is on. Joseph. Whoa! All very close for comfort there, but one more lap to go. I'm going to have to really concentrate on this one, but yeah, we'll see what we can do. Oh, I don't want to nick that curbing. Do not want to do that, as Jackstar running Aston Martin sandwich. But if we can try and get the place over Maffio, I'm certainly going to go for it still. I mean, he's taking such a weird line out of those first couple of corners, but I've used so much battery late on in the day. I mean, everyone's tyres are really struggling, but he's just got to... I mean, often he hasn't had the best run out through Maggots and Beckett's. That's going to be the only opportunity I think we've got, but of course he's still definitely going to be within the range of Joseph unless something crazy happens. Just got to try and get closer. Nice line through there that time round. That's exactly what we needed. All you can see is having to save battery. Maybe there will be an opportunity. Get on the ERS early. Attack the grass. Come on. Full deploy. You can see he's having to save. Will Jackstar be able to get enough? Looks like Mel's won it. But I don't think we're quite going to get there. Through the final chicane we go. It's only going to be, well, P6 on the road. Whoa. I think it'll be P7 after the penalties are dealt with. Oh, that hurts. That hurts. Like I said, I probably will take the instant to the stewards. See if we can try and reclaim the place there. But Joseph gets the podium. Hats off to him. I mean, we were losing a second a lap to Mel and Sora at the front of the field, but oh, that is a bit painful, I can't lie. You know, the opportunity for a podium was definitely there today, but P7 on the road, sorry, P6 on the road, P7. But yeah, like I said, I'm going to try and see if, you know, whether Maffio will get a penalty or whether we can try. I'm not optimistic I'll be able to get a penalty removed, but we'll certainly have a look at it. Crowding door in 8th there, Sims ahead of Jack Harrington at the checkered flag with Dan, Jack Tudor, and I can't remember the name of the other guy who didn't make it to the end. That was very, very intense though, here from Silverstone. Thank you all so much for watching this video. If you have enjoyed, please do make sure to leave a like, get yourself subscribed as well, and we'll be back very, very soon with more League Racing action.